There he is. All right, all right, all right. YouTubes. Que pasta? H.V.A.C. ice cream guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The man is on. Where's all the commercial guys? They're probably on call. It's Friday. St. Patty's. Probably ice maker down. Boston's in the house. Friday night, Super Tech Live.
He's got the biggest Santa Claus hanging in his van. He never has to use some calibrated hands. Dispatch sends him all to no heat.
Green beer is going warm. I got my green shirt on, Santa Cruz shirt. It is St. Patrick's Day today.
Yeah, he's a super tech. Gets his jobs done before 4.
Oh yeah.
He's a super tech.
You guys were in here 3 minutes early for the bonus run.
Yeah, he's a super tech.
He is a super tech.
Gets his jobs done before 4. He's a super tech. Never calls tech support.
Kevin Poor, give me back my pot of gold. I'm a leprechaun.
He tells the rookies while they're pounding beers.
Everyone's excuse to get
gets
wasted.
The job's done. I'm a super tech.
Greg's
Don't
making me
forget it,
smile.
son. He's a super tech. Super tech. He's a super tech.
He is a super tech.
He's a super tech.
Jack Attack, back to the H10.
Gets his jobs done before 4.
Oh man.
He's a super tech. Never calls tech support. He's never used a vacuum pump or nitrogen rig. Looking at you while
He's smoking cigs.
he gets in early, gets the boss's ear. Tells him he's the only one good working.
Oh man.
He's a super tech.
Officially starting in 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's a super tech. Gets his jobs done before 4.
H.V.A.C. ice cream guy. There's a brand new H10. I'll have to check that out. I gotta.
He's a super tech.
If Bacharach's got a new H10 out, I gotta hit him up. Because they'll probably send one my way. All right. Friday night Super Tech Live with your host, NorCal Dave. And we'd like to thank tonight's sponsor. It's been the sponsor of the show for a long time. Nobody. That's right. Nobody, everybody. King of the Crease, H10 price now, $630. We found them, so we have purchasing agents at the day job. She's found them for $450. Matter of fact, I'll find out next week where she's getting those at for $450, and I'll let you guys know right here on the NorCal Refrigeration and H.V.A.C. YouTube channel. Hey, I'm also on Rumble now. This isn't on Rumble. This is just on YouTube right now, but I'm going to start posting videos on Rumble. And I also made a Rumble motorcycle channel, so I'll keep it all separate for you guys. If you guys want to check out the motorcycle stuff, it's going to be NorCal FXLRS, which is the Harley Davidson Lowrider S. And the NorCal stuff is just NorCal Refrigeration. And if you do the search on there, it'll come up. There's only like one video each on one channel right now. And I'm going to have stuff. Mike B says at $450, take my money. Yeah, I'll find out where they're getting them at. She was getting them for $450. Because we bought a bunch at the day job, so I'll find out where she's doing that. And all right, the skilled veteran starts a new gig on Tuesday. Congratulations on the new gig, bro. Hope it works out good for you. Yeah. Antonio, sorry for my stupidity, what is a H10? H10 is a refrigerant leak detector, the best on the market. It's the industry standard leak detector. And I got a comment today on one of the H10 videos where someone was like, oh, the batteries are garbage. It's not a garbage battery. It's just old chemistry and old technology. But the batteries on those aren't really garbage. They're okay, but compared to today's battery chemistry, They need to upgrade that battery. They really do. And I don't see why they can't. Hey, Dave, longtime viewer here. Steve's Plumbing, Barbecue, and Foot Rubs. I love me some Steve's Barbecue and Foot Rubs. Usually I'll get like a stack of ribs and a left foot rub. Kind of neglect the right foot while I'm having my ribs. And I like to get a napkin in there to get the sauce off my chin right there. And it's like, hey, Steve, rub that big toe a little more for me while I'm having a rib. All right. Put a lithium in there. Update that thing. Mike B, I've seen where the guys put, they'll run the H10 off their Milwaukee batteries. They'll wire in a hack, and you can use your Milwaukee rechargeable batteries. All right, check it out. I'm going to do this one tonight. This is the Sierra Nevada Hop Splash. Not the right time for a beer, but got a hop craving? Drench it with Hop Splash, our sparkling water infused with Citra and Amarillo hops. For refreshing notes of peach, mango, grape, and grapefruit, Hop Splash has 0 alcohol, 0 calories, and maximum hop flavor. From Sierra Nevada. These guys make some crazy beers. That hazy IPA will, yeah, it'll mess you up. I haven't had these before. Let's try it for the first time right here on the air. Family owned, operated, and argued over. Hoppy. Ooh, it smells good. Not as good as the hop teas. The hop teas I've had on here before, way hoppier. Probably won't buy these again. Just saying, the hop tea will fix your hop. You know, if you're trying not to drink alcohol and you want to get some hops going, and you like the IPA flavor, it's a lot better. And this is a little more watery, but you know, keeping the head straight, not bad, not bad. Yeah. Ever had Sierra Nevada's Torpedo? Yeah, Zach Cody, the Torpedoes are good, but try the hazy IPA, way better. And there's a purple one too. They got a green one and a purple one. And the purple one's 9%. And oof, baby. It'll do the denogginator on you. Fantastic return customers. Steve's Plumbing and Barbecue and Foot Rubs. I am a return customer. Oh man. Let's see. Man, I didn't even touch refrigeration gauges this week. It was all like heating water pipe repairs, steam pipe repairs. Tomorrow I got a prep table. They're going to open early for me because it's on the cook's line I got to tear into. And then I'm going to fix that ice maker that needs the water pump and the bin switch. We're going to scrub a dooski that thing. And then Sunday morning, I got to do a compressor and a TXV on a H.V.A.C IM model. You know, the ones where it's like the cold draft where it opens up like that. I got to do a compressor and a TXV. And the bar, dude, the bar's dark in there. That one's in a bar. I'm going to have to bring in a bunch of auxiliary lights. So, because the cameras they don't film good in the dark. And for what we like, the videos we're doing for our stuff work, the iPhone films way better than a GoPro. And I like the GoPros. The GoPro 11's been behaving very well compared to the other models. But the iPhone, it's in your pocket. You already have it. If you download iMovie on the iPhone, I do all of Hack and Mow on my iPhone. Believe it or not, I film it, I edit, and I post it from the iPhone. And it's right there in my hand, and it's easy, and I chop it all up and do all the green screen stuff. And it's time we do some new Hack and Mows. It's time. It's time. Top of the day, you filthy animal. Brian Sanders. Yep. Any music tonight from Eddie? Yeah, Eddie, we got music. I found this old one I had recorded. Let's have a listen.
Pape.
I Pape.
Your chili is too grande.
Your chili is too grande.
I Pape. Your chili is too grande. Put my peppers in your mouth.
Put my peppers in your mouth.
And jalapenos too. But the pepper that you like the one that
I usually trade up my pepper at Steve's Barbecue and Foot Rubs.
And then you bite them down. Those hot, juicy spices, they always come on out.
I like this part right here.
Your chili
Hold on.
is too grande.
It's big. I recorded that one a while back, a long time ago. I changed 12 TXVs today. I was a little slow. Maybe things will pick up a little next week, Shannon Knight. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, dude. So check this out. That H.V.A.C TXV cost as much as the damn compressor. I was able to cross-reference the compressor and get it from my local wholesale house. They had to order it in. But the TXV I had to get from the H.V.A.C parts, it cost as much as a compressor. My cost up. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're up to 49 watching. We almost got to 50 viewers. That's insane. Reggae, disco, fusion music. Yeah. But yeah, the TXV, the H.V.A.C parts are ridiculous. You want to know how much they wanted for the compressor on their website? And so it was a $200 difference between two websites, the H.V.A.C one, and I think it was like Partstown. Partstown's expensive. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to know how much they wanted for that compressor. And I got it for about, let's see how much less. I got it for $1,600 less. They wanted $1,900 for a compressor. Oh, Ice Cream Guy was close, $1,450. No, one website wanted $1,600 for it. Another one wanted $1,900. Little Chingus and Big Picture tunes in for the music. We should find one for him. I always thought this one was funny as shit too, dude, during the COVIDs. I thought this one was funny as hell.
Motherfucker, it's the one that says bad, motherfucker.
It's the one that says bad. Partstown is like Granger. The more you buy, the bigger your discount.
Social distancing across the land.
You guys remember that bullshit? I just changed
It's
one.
new phenomenon, and it wasn't planned.
Yep.
Now when I'm at work doing my job, I don't need you on my
I like the chorus on this song. It's funny as shit.
Don't you dare
I recorded it right here.
to talk in disorder. Give me 6 feet, motherfucker. 6 feet, motherfucker. Don't come near me. 6 feet, motherfucker. Give me my 6 feet, motherfucker.
That used to be my theme song in the grocery store, doing the coof. Hey, H.V.A.C Ice Cream Guy, where are you buying your stuff at? I was able to, I can't remember where I got the TXV from, but it wasn't Partstown. I got the compressor from RSD for like $300. The TXV was almost $300. We use Partstown all the time. We get a huge discount most of the time. I got to start buying more stuff there to get the discount. Classic song right there. That one's good. I like the Sick of the Mask song because I put the psychedelic guitar solo in it with the wah-wah pedal. That was a good one. Did you guys ever hear my heavy metal Rona song? This one's so good. Oh, Tito's joining Local 39. Well, welcome to the Union, brother.
36 days and I'm out of work. I got nothing to do. I'll go kick it down at the beach, girl. Just me and you. I'm off a rotation. We're off a rotation, baby.
I was working on steam boilers today. Coronication. You guys remember Coronication? We didn't get Coronication. We had to work. All of us had to work when everybody was on Coronication. That's why I made the song. It It was sarcasm. Yeah, I was on steam boilers today too, Tito. Fulton steam packs, and then dude, it took 4 of us to break some unions apart, and then we had to take all the fittings to the shop to get the nipples out. Oh, it was a freaking nightmare, dude. Backbreaker. My back will be sore. Oh, let me show you guys this too. I had these out here too. So, you get older and you've been in the trades a long time. These rubber bands right here, you guys ever use these? So, what I'm finding is the older we get in this trades, I've been doing this 37 years now. And it's just like the NFL. The NFL players are all into yoga now and all that stuff. Dude, you got to stretch. And so for your back, what I'm finding is some hippies hooked me up with this one. Get flat on your back, right? So you can be flat on your back. And then use these rubber bands on your feet to get your legs up. Now, pretend this part's your back and this is your feet. Get it up like that, and then you can rotate your hips from side to side and get some good stretching in. And I use these to help pull my legs all the way up. And dude, it's like losing 10 years off your life after you're all stretched out. And I've been trying to do that religiously. And man, it is more cowbell. Eddie says definitely more cowbell. But man, the stretching. Love the hippies hooked me up a bit, Mike B. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, the stretching, you could lift weights and stuff and do all that stuff and get your crunches in. Stretching, I mean, dude, come on. Huge, huge believer in the stretching. Compressor changing 25-mile-an-hour winds at minus 15 today. Not leaving the house again until tomorrow. Hey, Steve H, I don't blame you. We're getting more rain, and the snow level's going to come back down to the 3,500 foot range. So for California, that gets low. We're already over 660 inches at my ski resort where I go, Dodge Ridge. So that's over 55 feet of snow they had. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see the picture where it showed all the trees and the ski lift, right? The ski chairs. Before it snowed, the snow's all the way up to the top of the lift. So the trees are buried and the snow is at the top of the lift. And you could be on the snow and touch the top cable with your hand. It's right there. So a lot of the places, they got nowhere to put the snow. It's insane. It's record breaking. And we got more coming. It's going to snow Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday next week up there. At my house, it'll rain because, we just drive to that stuff and play in it and then come home. And that's what's nice. So last PM date I could find dated 2020. Prodigy Ice gets super nasty. The Prodigy series. Hard to clean out the entire water basin. Too many hard to reach spots. Yep, you got to get the garden hose in there and spray them all to hell. I got too far ahead. Young NC, cleaned a piece of Prodigy ice machine that's never been cleaned. Yeah, hey, they only call you when it breaks, right? Bobby is a super tech. He don't need gauges. I don't need any gauges. Oh, man. Let's see. What else do I got? Oh, yeah. I'll pimp Craig Migliacci's book. I'm getting through this thing. And it just gets better and better the further you get through it. I'm almost to the end. I pick and choose when I read at night and stuff. Some nights I don't read. And, man, did any of you guys pick this book up? Inverter mini split operation and service procedures. I don't get paid to talk about it. I paid for this myself. It's just, if I find something good, I'm going to share it with you guys. And this thing's outstanding. Like how many of you knew that the indoor blower motors have a high temperature switch? It's right there. Can you guys see that? High temperature protection switch. It's on there. It's on there. I misspoke. Did I misspeak on that one? Yeah, that's the indoor blower motor. I was making sure I wasn't confused with the condenser fan motor. Yeah, outdoor motor. That is the yeah, that is the outdoor motor. Pardon me. That was the outdoor motor. Has the high temperature switch on it. So if you got one that's not running, check that. And they got the indoor motors. 5-wire brushless DC fan motor. But thought I'd give that a big old pumper rooski. What are you guys drinking on St. Patty's? Are you guys getting hammered or you guys got to work tomorrow? Where's King of the Crease at? Hey, what was that brand ice maker you showed me? You sent me that DM for. I'd never seen that brand of ice maker before. It looked like it was made in China. Can we say that on YouTube? Made in China. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube. Have you ever experienced the rail separation on rail making tables? Yes, I have. I absolutely have. Do a vid on your musical equipment, Eddie. I could do that, Eddie. I'll take you. I could take you guys around. Oh, there. I could take you guys around the equipment. All right. King of the Crease got back to me. It's called a Vevo ice maker. VEVO. It was trippy looking. It looked like Where was that thing made at? Was that thing made you know, where they make Apple computers and everything else? I've never seen a Vevo ice maker. Felipe turned me on to the Blue Ice. You guys are going to come across Blue ice machines. They come out of Korea and they're Hoshizaki knockoffs. Like they look like a KM series Hoshizaki. All right, Ruben's having some $2 chuck. $2 chucks over there at Trader Joe's. I hear good raves about that stuff. People buy the crap out of that stuff. I've seen a few of those around. Pray to God I don't have to work on the Vevos. I'm sorry, it was Vevor. Vevor. Vevor ice makers. Shannon, do you work on you don't work on ice makers, Shannon, right? Are you still doing residential heating and cooling? Shannon was making some good videos. Dude, you need to make more videos, Shannon. Embedding on some $2 chuck. Vevor ice makers. I'll have to check that out. I can't even remember the sequence of operations for those Hoshizaki IMs I got to work on Sunday. I always end up having to hit the QR code and then the service manual pops up on your book and then I'll find the sequence of operation and read it. I just can't remember it. There's too much. Too much to remember. I'm still a Hoshizaki fanboy. Worked on a mid-70s couch reach-in cooler today. 45 R12. The school system provides the juice for EM. I remember those Koch units. All right. See young H.V.A.C. laying off the booze. Gotta dry out for a while and get back on track. Hey, right on, dude. I'm having Hop Splash. Sierra Nevada. Kind of tastes like an IPA. 0 sugar, 0 alcohol. Refreshing and hydrating. There it is. Steve H. Getting off the booze was the best thing I did. Yeah, no kidding. This week King of the Crease. This week we replaced a compressor on a 10,000-pound Voight ice machine. 275 pounds of gas converted to 448A. Was R22. I used to work on the Voight ice machines at San Jose International Airport. That's all Voight ice machines. Those are damn good ice makers. Big industrial ice makers. And then I had a couple videos of the Howe Flakers I had worked on too. Yep, Shannon's still getting the residential going. Oz is on fire. What's up? What up? What up? I wonder if is St. Patrick's Day just a U.S. thing or is it? I wonder if that's worldwide or just in the United States. St. Patrick's Day. Everyone will have a hangover tomorrow, so there won't be much traffic when I'm heading to my job site. I got to go downtown at like 8:30. It'll be me and the bums. Hallmark holidays. Yeah, tomorrow will be me and the bums, and we'll maybe maybe I'll fire them up in the morning. Who knows? It's an Irish thing. Seahawks making trades and gonna draft Brock Purdy hit squad. They're gonna draft the Brock Purdy hit squad. Oh man, I saw Jimmy G's press conference with the Raiders today. Jimmy's a good dude. Um, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the Niners. Yeah, the Niners are gonna throw Sam Darnold at the Seahawks. Dude, I hope that Brock Purdy kid heals up. No way in hell you're winning with Sam Darnold. What a freaking joke. Although we did get the grave digger from the Eagles. Niners defense is going to be freaking good. The defense will be good. The O line's still a blue light special from Kmart. But hey, they're used to getting their quarterbacks injured every year and not fixing the O line. So let it rip. Let it rip. Have you seen any of the flooding there in California, Dave? Shannon, yes, there's tons of it. And the little town of Pajaro, about 12 miles from me, has been underwater. And they just opened Highway 1 2 days ago. The highway's been closed because of the flooding. So today was the first day I could get to the parts house to go pick up my compressor for my job, where I would have done it sooner. Yeah, Neil says get Tom Brady out of retirement. That'd be a good fit for the Niners. I was hoping they were gonna go after Lamar, dude. I was on those Niner forums going, sell the farm, get Lamar, trade everybody. But some of that I might have been joking a little bit, but some of it was like, yeah, you got to have a top tier quarterback to win. And dude, come on, no one's beating Mahomes, dude. Mahomes is like, for my era, Joe Montana was the guy. You weren't gonna beat Joe. You're not gonna beat Pat Mahomes. Those dudes are special, and they're like once in a generation guys. Yeah, Shannon, there's going to be more rain coming too next week. We're not done with our atmospheric rivers. It's been the craziest winter ever. I try not to post about that stuff. I probably would have. I probably could have had a huge YouTube channel if I would have done all the storm coverage. That's pretty good. Storm coverage and what's the other one that's super hot on YouTube right now is true crime. The true crime stuff is super hot on YouTube. Maybe I could get a boob job and be like a true crime reporter. I wonder if all that green stuff in the freaks the fish out like they did some bad mushrooms or something. All the weed going in the floods. Maybe. Maybe. Um all the green dye they put in the river. Yeah. Our rivers are all brown. The ocean's brown. There's so much water coming out of the mountains. I had posted some stuff up on Instagram. Dude, all the cliffs have waterfalls. It's so pretty. It looks really cool. It looks like Avatar. You go up the coast where the big cliffs are on the ocean, and there's waterfalls. And I had posted that up on Instagram. But the ocean's all brown right now because all the rivers, everything from inland's just dumping out into the ocean. There's so much water coming out of the hills that the ocean's brown. And I think they're just getting the levee fixed. They were able to open the highway, but that poor little town, dude, flattened. And that's a bummer. Bummer. A lot of trees falling down. Oh, I might have a video I could do a YouTube short on. So with all the storms, the redwood trees, the branches have been breaking off, making the widowmakers. And we found one that went upside down into the dirt, and it impacted so far in the dirt we had to pull it out. It was probably this deep in the ground because the ground's so wet. That thing would have just ran you through. It's been fun. No matter how much water California get, they always say there's a drought. Yeah, they can't hold on to the water, so all the reservoirs were bone dry and it was looking bad. It's been a blessing. So they're filled up, but now they're too filled up. And we get most of our water from the snowpack, right? So the Sierra gets full of snow, it melts, fills up our reservoirs. But now the reservoirs are full. We're still in winter, the snow hasn't melted. So now they're just releasing all the water out. They got nowhere to store it, so it goes right back into the rivers and out to the ocean. And they're supposed to be building one new reservoir up north, I think off I-5 or off 101, in way north California. And that's going to go online in a year. They bought the guy's property up and they're going to dam it all up and then fill it up full of water. But I need to get the software where I can show you guys the computer while I'm doing the live stream. I got it. If you guys know which software to use, hit me up. I'm on Apple. I got to find the stuff that'll work with Apple so while we're chatting, I can show you the computer screen on the live stream. California has a killer website that shows all the reservoirs and how full they are, historical fulls, and where they're at and how low they started off. StreamYard type deals. Neil says StreamYard. Use StreamYard. I'll look into that. I bet that's a nightmare to do with all the restrictions on distributing land in California. Yeah, it's hard for these guys to do anything. Although, you know what they did pass? Bay Area, what is it called? Bay Area Air Resources? I think 2027? No more gas stoves. No more gas water heaters. They're going all electric. They're going all in on the decarbonization. I'm going to be hitting you guys up for a new water heater when mine dies because I'm keeping mine gas. If you have gas in the house, you still have gas supplied to the house. They can't stop you on that, but they might make it to where you can't buy a new one in the state, something like that. I'll just go out of state and find one and hook it back up myself. They're going berserk on this whole decarbonization. I don't know how that's going to work out in the long run. I honestly just see us devolving. We should be going this way, or we're going this way. We'll see. We'll see how that works. You get used to cooking with gas, dude. Cooking on an electric stove is a bummer, dude. But I guess it'll be a good market for someone to come out with the super rad electric stove that cooks like gas. That'd be my tagline on my electric stove. NorCal Dave's electric stove, the one that cooks like gas. $29.99 on sale. Order yours today. just punch them right in the sack, dude, with the sales pitch. Cooks like gas. And then they get it. It doesn't cook like gas. It cooks like crap. Sorry, no refunds. Non-refundable. Oh, and then you'd be scrubbing you'd have to scrub everyone's reviews, dude, like the Amazon reviews. This thing's a sack of junk. No, it's not. It cooks like gas. Super induction cooking like gas stove. For reals, Neil? Oh, man. That would be interesting. So who's knocking them back tonight? Are you guys partying or are you guys behaving? It's always good to see. Let's see, what else did we work on this week? I'm trying to remember. Not like a super ton of stuff that was refrigeration related. So I found that, I'll tell that story about that H.V.A.C. So I found that one. I actually ended up making 3 trips on that ice maker before I figured it out. I figured it out on the 3rd trip. So I went out there and I cleaned the thing. And then the customer's like, hey, all right, you got it cleaned up. Well, I got you out here because it's got big, the dimple's big. And I was like, all right, let me read up on it. And I was like, all right, let's ohm out the evaporator sensor. And I had one on the truck, and it was marginal, probably not bad. But I changed it out anyways in good faith. And then I went, let's go ahead and pull the charge and weigh the right charge in so there's no guessing game. And it only holds like 10 ounces of gas or something. And it's a 134A. It's a 134A H.V.A.C. IM series, the ones they make in the UK. Those are all made in the UK. And they go, it's like a cold draft. You know the ones I'm talking about. Weighed the charge in, did all that. And there's some settings you can change to make the dimple smaller on the service buttons on those. And it kind of looked all right. calls me back. Hey, man, the dimple's still big. Let's go back out there. And I get to looking. I was like, well, I got to gauge up on this thing and check it out real good. And it was, dude. My suction pressure would not get below 20. And on the book, it's supposed to be at 11 starting out. And it would not, no matter what you would do, it would not go below 11. And if you check the book on that one, it tells you if you got a large dimple, check to see if the condenser's dirty. Low capacity. So I get to check in, get the amp draw out. And I couldn't film any of this because the guy's right there and it's in the bar and, everyone's having a good time. And the compressor's low capacity on that thing. It's 6 years old. But I did give him the option. I was like, hey, man, this is going to be expensive. Do you want to put the money into this thing or get a new machine? Well, that price of the ice maker when he bought it 6 years ago was like $2,500. Now they're $5,000. The inflation. $5,000 is brutal. That's a lot. So, yeah, NorCal Dave Super Tech recall to figure out what's wrong with the ice maker. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. What's everyone using for their power tools? I got the Milwaukee M12 stuff going in the NorCal van. At the day job, I got the Makita 18 volt. That Makita 18 volt, the batteries are absolutely amazing how long they last. 2,500 and you're dimple free. Pretty damn, that's true, huh? 2,500 and we'll fix your dimples. But I'm having good luck with the Milwaukee 12 volt stuff for just running service calls. If I did more install stuff, I'd probably do the 18 volt stuff. If you guys are 10 knocking and doing all that. Oh, the Lead Mining's got the Hilti stuff going. All right. I like the Hilti. The Hilti gear is good. All right. C Young H.V.A.C is DeWalt. He's going Team DeWalt all day. Let's see. No, I haven't done the DeWalt thing, but I am impressed with the Makita 18 volt stuff. I've never been able to pull a vacuum under 1,000 microns through my manifold. Small reach-ins, cap tubes, TXV. What's your experience? Yeah, I can get below 1,000 with my manifold. The analog ones for sure. Try doing just where you got the hoses hooked up with the Schrader core tools. Although how about you guys? Every Schrader core tool I've ever purchased has ended up leaking. Yeah, I don't think there's any getting around it. Have you guys found a Schrader core tool that doesn't? Yeah, replace your worn out gaskets. That's a good one. It's probably could be the case on the gauges there. Bobby, you could try that. You could try just pulling a vacuum with just a hose and a hose and your Schrader core tool. Pull it through there and see how you work. But like I said, my Schrader core tools leak, and I have the Appion ones. I've had the cheap ones. I've had the expensive ones. And you end up rebuilding them and the whole deal. I used to be a DeWalt guy, then switched over to the red side. Never looked back. I wrench on cars too, so Milwaukee kills it for automotive tools. That's good to know for the automotive. Yellow Jacket seems to be the best removal tool I've tried. All right. I haven't tried the Yellow Jacket one. I'll give one a try because why not, right? What are you guys pulling for vacuums? All right. I'll confess, I've been having shit luck on micron gauges. I had the Blue Vac, it died. My Subco, the little VG64, still alive and ticking micron gauge. And I do have the Testo wireless one, and that one's holding up. That one is still holding up. And when I was coming up in the trades, the old timers, they didn't use micron gauges. We put that thing on a vacuum and take lunch. 30 minutes, take lunch, come back, let it rip. I tested that out the other day, and you guys should try it too. It's kind of fun. Put the thing on there for 30 minutes, take lunch, come back, take a look at it. See what microns you're at. You're going to be pretty damn close to 500 or lower in most cases, unless it's a big giant unit. Just, the stuff we work on most of the time, pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Testo 220i has worked great for 4 years for me, Apprenticeville. Yeah, the Testo one, the Probe one is not too shabby. My Appion blew apart. It was terrible. C. Young H.V.A.C. Yep. I have Appion and Yellow Jacket, and I like the Yellow Jacket more. Jason Lyons. So I got to try the Yellow Jacket Schrader Core tool. I'm only successful with Appion half-inch hoses. The Appion half-inch hoses are great. I gave my blue Smurf boner hose away. I had it. It works. It's good. Just for all the little prep tables and stuff I work on, I just found it more cumbersome and in the way than just grabbing a 3/8 hose that has a 1/4 inch fitting on the edge. So you still get your big hose because it's 3/8, right? Um, and I can go 3/8 from the vacuum pump port to my manifold if I want to run it through the manifold, or to the Schrader Core tool. And if I was doing more like air conditioning and bigger stuff, the Smurf boner would work. I'd probably use those. Smurf boner too expensive for reaching cooler work. Exactly. That's a great way to put it, Bobby. You need a bunch of 45s and adapters with the Smurf boner. Yep, that was the problem I ran into. And I gave that thing away to somebody on the channel here. Somebody wanted it, and I mailed it off to them. I helped somebody out that needed it, that's going to use it. What ended up happening was I had it. If I got a good size walk-in box repair, I'd use it. And I found it. I just wasn't using it. So I was like, I can't let it be a dust collector. Dust collector. Reach-ins equal pulling through manifold. Yeah. I was talking with Felipe about that the other day. I was like, dude, I pull vacuums through my manifolds all the time. Think about it. You've already pulled through your manifold. You valve it off. I got the ball valves on my hoses. Now you're ready to hook up to your refrigerant tank. Everything's pulled clean. Let her rip. Let her do the ripper, dude. Catch y'all next time. Gotta do daddy duties. The Skilled Veteran. Right on, Skilled Veteran. Thanks for coming in. Happy St. Patrick's Day. St. Patty's. What did my friends used to say? All my burner friends. Drink one for me, and I'll smoke one for you. Oh, man. Enjoy that daddy duty, man. It goes by fast. Matter of fact, my son's coming home from college tonight. They got spring break going. And when you live in a town like mine, you just come home for spring break. Because we live in a tourist town, and it's awesome. I think we're going to go snowboarding. It's still snowing up there. I told him to bring a snowboard home. I mean, we'll surf. We live by the water, so he'll go surf. Probably surf every day, but I go, bring the snowboard, dude. It's going to snow up there, so I'm going to try and get up there. Hope the boss ain't watching. Might have a sick day Wednesday. My first micron gauge was a thermal analog. I remember is that the one that had all the little LEDs on it? No, the Subco one with the LEDs. We had those back in the day. I have 3 of the Yellow Jackets and love them. Brian Sanders. I got to get this Yellow Jacket valve core tool remover. You know what? I think I still have the one that came with the Smurf boner. The Smurf boner had valve core tools that seemed to be working good, and they look real similar to the Yellow Jackets. I wonder if that's who they used. That's the one that's been holding up the best. I have some of the most trouble with vacuums on reach-ins. I think they leak in the evapes. Yep, that's true. And run a vacuum for a long time before they call. That'll happen. Also, all the contaminants in the oil burning off, bubbling off. Like you'll get reach-ins that have, someone's gas and go that thing for 5 years because the evaporator's been a weeper. That'll absolutely happen. Even if you change the evaporator coil out, so you put a new evaporator in, new cap tube, system's tight, and the oil in the compressor's so terrible it'll take forever to pull vacuums. And I think I had videos of that. Remember when they came out with the Smurf boner and they would show on an air conditioning unit pulling a vacuum, brand new line set to the A coil, 200 microns in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Woohoo, kicking butts. Everybody buy one. Yay. Yeah, for sure when it's all new. But what I think I did in some of my videos was I'd get out there in the real world and I'm on a two-door Charleston. I'm at 30 minutes in and I'm still at like 1,500 microns. And it's brand new coil, brand new TXV, passed pressure test just fine. And sitting there. Hour and a half in. All right, we got the 500. 2 hours in. We're below 500. Woohoo. And I think it is. I think it's all the oil and all the moisture caught in the oil in the compressors. And so when you get into older systems, it takes a long time to pull vacuums. It just does. It's crazy. You guys have a good one. Get it run. Mike B. The yellow jackets have always worked for me. Somewhat, dude. So far the consensus in the chat is the yellow jacket Schrader core tool seems to be the preferred Schrader core tool. I wonder if they cost less than the Appions one too. The Appions are expensive. What shade of yellow you let your pump oil get before you swap it? I got that first generation field piece vacuum pump I'm using. It has the quick oil change. Those things will whiten up so quick. If you got a wet system, you're changing out oil all the time on those pumps. And remember, like the pump I got up here, it's not up here anymore. I don't know where I put it. That's the recovery machine. My Robin Air vacuum pump, the oil would, if you had a wet system, yeah, the oil would turn white. But the oil in those things, it would look like it would last. But if I had a new install, I'm changing the oil. If it got to the end of the week and I used it a bunch, yeah, I'd probably change the oil. I was just weird like that. But the field piece is going to go change me now on that first generation vacuum pumps. I haven't tried the Gen 2 ones. They look great, but it's like my pump's working, so I'm not going to change it yet. And then the little I have that little Navac 2 CFM, the battery operated one that Andrew Greaves sent out to me back in the day. That thing still works killer. That is a cool little vacuum pump for working on reach-ins. I need to put it in the videos more. I use the crap out of that thing. And it seems like the oil lasts in that one too. So that's a good little way to go. Now I know they got 4 CFM vacuum pumps. Milwaukee's got battery powered vacuum pumps now. I bet you they're made by Navac. I'd put money on it that Navac makes that pump for Milwaukee. Pretty sure. Yeah. It comes out of that same factory in China. I'd put money on it, which means it's a good vacuum pump. That's where I'm trying to go with that. I get all over the place. But the convenience of a battery operated vacuum pump is fabulous. It's really cool. They're a little bit cheaper than the Appion ones. I'm ashamed to admit it when the last time I changed my oil was. Yeah, but you know what, C Young HVAC, if you got like the old school Robin Air style vacuum pumps, the oil for some reason in that design seems like it lasts. It really does. And you'll know when it's time to change it too, because it takes forever to pull a vacuum. The head on the Robin Air gets hot. I think it keeps the moisture driven out. There you go. The great Jelly Donuts in the house. What's up, brother? I finally caught a live stream. Hi, Dave. Hey, Dan Whittles. What's cracking? It's St. Patrick's Day. Get your groove on. Yeah, St. Patty's. You guys are probably partying like pirates. Pirates or Vikings. Are you guys drinking like pirates or Vikings tonight? Because if you drink like a leprechaun, they're just little guys. They only have little drinks. My 7 CFM yellow jacket bullet is a tank. That is a good vacuum pump. I like, that style of vacuum pumps. The old school style vacuum pumps are true and tested. And but I'm running that first gen field piece. If you guys go way back on my videos, Russ was cool to me, and he would send me out the field piece gear. And he sent me the vacuum pump, the recovery machine, the field piece probes. I think I got the probes before they were for sale, and they worked good. But I called him out on the original app, and then I stopped getting gear. And I don't know if there's coincidence to that or not, but I had to tell the truth. The first app on those was not very good. It's excellent now, and then you use them all with um, uh, Measure Quick anyway. So you use them all with the Measure Quick app, and you got a home run, right? Um, but the I'm having a brain fart. The Field Piece app is good. It's good now. The Testo apps, I really like the Testo app. Their app's killer. Oh, and my original Testo probes are still alive. I've been having really good luck with tools. Knock on wood. Um, but I have that. This is where I wanted to go. I have that original field piece vacuum pump, and I know a lot of people had problems with those. Mine's still alive and working, and it's in my starting lineup. And Brett Ridley, what's up? $9.99 super chat. Let's give it up for Brent, king of the tools. We're just chatting about tools. That's hilarious. How's that? That was like it was meant to be. How are you doing, man? Are you feeling good? Didn't you get some? You got they get you all fixed up, brother. Anyone use the Refco gear? I don't have the Refco stuff here. What am I drinking, NorCal Dave? I'm drinking. Let's go over this again. Sierra Nevada Hop Splash. 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 calories. For not the right time for a beer, but craving the hops? Drench it with Hop Splash. Our sparkling water infused with Citra and Amarillo hops for refreshing notes of peach, mango, and grapefruit. Hop Splash has 0 alcohol, 0 calories, and maximum hop flavor. Not as good as the hop tea, though. You've seen I've had the hop teas on here before. You can get them at like Whole Foods. They taste more IPA than the Sierra Nevada non-alcohol Hop Splash. Refreshing, though. I mean, if you're trying to give up the sauce and you got the craving, hey man, it might work. It's got that little IPA hoppy flavor to it, but the hop teas have I think, are a little more hoppier. I think they get the job done better. All right, so let's see what Brent says. I'm healing up after nasal surgery. The Refco digital gauges suck. There you go, from the tool master himself. I haven't tried the Revcos, but Felipe sent me those. I've had good luck with those Tech Boner model digital gauges. I can't complain about them. You've seen them in the videos. I'm using them every day, trying to kill them, and they're hanging in there. They're they're not as good as like the 550 Testos. I really like those still. I still have the first gen 550s. They're still alive. And then at my day job, I have the field piece gauges. The field piece digital gauges are insane. They're really good. They're tanks. Those things are just tankers. And you know what? I'm going to say this too. I really like the micron gauge feature in that manifold. I ain't going to lie. I pull plenty of vacuums through my manifold all the time. Still do. Still will. And it's nice at work. I'm working on walk-in boxes that are for scientific research. It's nice to do a repair, go work on something else, come back, check the gauges, and the micron gauge built into the gauges. So I don't know. I kind of like it. No love for JB pumps. JB pumps are great. I have the JB vacuum pump at the day job, the 6CFM. I use it every day. Well, except for this week. This week was all steam boilers. The JB vacuum pumps are great. They're built like tanks too. I like it. On my way to replace a Copeland condenser fan motor. Drink one for me, Dave. Heavy metal guitarist, 1994. Yep, I'm drinking the fakies. But I will have one for you, heavy metal guitarist. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's St. Patrick's Day. It's Friday. The phone's going to ring. My ice maker's down. My walk-in's down. Oh, yeah. Friday night. Let's see. I'm hoping Fieldpiece makes a new gen of probes with digital display showing pressure. All right. So people want probes with the actual display on them, kind of like their micron gauge. I've been tempted to try the field piece micron gauge, but I'm just kind of, I don't know where I'm at with micron gauges. I got the Testo one, but it doesn't have a gauge on it. The field piece one does. It has a screen. The Testo one, I have to use my app, which is fine. You always have your phone in your pocket, right? It would be badass. Field piece gauges with a screen. What about a handheld H10? Isn't it time for the technology for the H10 to just get rid of that big bulky case, shrink down all that electronics? I know that sensor's huge. Figure out a way to incorporate the sensor and the vacuum in there. And instead of being like this, maybe they could go like that somehow. And then I guess we'd have to figure out what we're gonna do with the tube. Interesting. I've always thought about that. What do you guys think about this? What if you had a multimeter with amp clamp and they incorporated like the SLR8 leak detector into that thing? So now you got one device, leak detector, amp probe, multimeter with dual temperature, K-type. That'd be pretty sick. It'd be like the H.V.A.C. the H.V.A.C. super one. Dave, you think the economy will take a big dive, just like in 2008 with the bank issues? Tito vlogs. Yeah, Tito, keep an eye on that. It's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And they're picking and choosing which banks they're going to bail out, too. Keep an eye on that, too. It's serious. It's a serious thing. That's too much in one unit. Tyler Buellin. Is that did I daydream too big of a too many eggs in one basket? Oh, the eggs will be breaking. Oh. What if technology though? What if they could shrink that thing down? What if you could get it down to the size of like a battery pack and it's your multimeter, amp, take an amp reading, and then the little probe pops out the side. You make a little tiny probe on it like this. And it's a leak detector. All in one thing. It's right there in your bag. Then it only takes up one spot in your bag. And it's always in your bag and you're right there. Oh yeah. Sniff. I don't know. I've thought about it. Halfway to building a robotic HVAC technician replacements. Yeah, probably so. They'll probably have it where it's like it'll be like ask the AI a question, what's wrong with my unit? And it'll tell you what's wrong with it. Oh, Dan Little says I got to throw a manometer on there too. What if you just threw all the probes on there? What if it has all the probes in 1 meter and it's just little detachment heads that fold out? It's the enthalpy head, it's the leak detector one. Or one they can share different functions. One's the manometer. And then for when you're alone in the work truck, it turns into the Ultra Pleasure Vibe 2000. It'd be like the most ultimate leak detector meter in the universe. Oh my gosh. I just updated my Square reader the other day. I haven't used it in so long and I had to use it up the coast. I got a video coming out Sunday morning. I had to go up and had a walking box down during the atmospheric river and I had to go up the coast in the storm. And where was I going with this? I can't. Did that ever happen to you? I just absolutely forgot what I was going to say. You guys got me giggling. Bobby says it'll never have batteries. The batteries are always worn out. Have I seen oversized walk-in coolers blowing fog from the fans? What do you think about Jim Petnato adjusting 15 degree superheat to to achieve more of a dry cooler as opposed to 10. Yeah, we used to do that all the time. I, I think I think there's guys out there that'll still do that, depending on the product too. So the 10-degree superheat is for efficiency from your coil manufacturer, right? But you can change or size your box with different coils. Like for instance, flower boxes will have big evaporators, right? Big coil surface because a lot of moisture in there. We don't want to dry the flowers out. So different products, the box should be designed for what product you're keeping in the box. And of course, sometimes you'll come across a place where they want to do different things, and you can set your superheat settings different to accommodate the product that's in the box, and it can help. You can help out a bunch. Make the box a little wetter, make the box a little drier. Our 3K amp breaker tripped right after the rainstorm. We had to reduce the load and reset it. We'll see. Tito Vlogs. We had a big old power outage at UC, but that happens every storm here in Santa Cruz, Tito. And it's always a call out. So it'll take two of us in the middle of the night every storm when the power goes out. We have cogeneration plant too, so we have a big turbine up there that makes electricity. It's supposed to stay on during the power outages, but it always trips. And it takes two of us all night to reset that campus. You got to remember, there's skyscrapers all over the place. And they got research in it. And some of them might have animals. Some might have cadavers. Some of it might be cancer research, microscopes, lasers, all kinds of cool stuff. So it's a call out at any hour, reset. Takes two of us, and we'll watch the sun come up, reset and everything. And it's the BMS takes a whooping, and we have BMS technicians at work too. And the Jaces will fry, and the Distech controllers will puke. It's fun times. But this winter's been crazy, dude. It's been storm after storm after storm. We got lucky on the last power outage. It happened during business hours, so it was great. And we all tag teamed it and got it going. And it wasn't too bad during business hours. At nighttime, it gets a little rough after working all day. Then you get woken up. Hey, we got a call out. We need an HVAC technician. We need an HVAC technician. What happened to Steve's Labs barbecue and foot rubs? Where did you go? I might need a foot rub tomorrow and some barbecue. That was some funny stuff. Do you touch your liquid receivers to check your winter charges? Our Mike refrigeration. Our ambient temperatures really don't get low enough that I don't have to really worry about it too much. It's pretty mellow. I'm on the coast in the coastal climate, so I don't get hammered with that a lot at all out here. It's pretty easy. All right. Hop splash. Yeah, I do the hop teas over these. Oh, and the Lagunitas one's way better than these two. So Lagunitas makes a little hop splash, non-alcoholic thing better than the Sierra Nevada. And I like Sierra Nevada stuff. Really do. Those Giovanni says those sunrises are beautiful. Yep. And the paycheck gets a little fatter too, so that's always nice. I wish I could remember what I was going to talk about driving up the coast. So I was going up the coast, walking box. Oh, the square reader. So I get up there. See, I remembered. I'm not Alzheimer's yet. And so I make my repair up there. You guys will see the video on Sunday, 5 a.m. Eastern. No, 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern. And the customer wanted to pay me, so I had to break out the square reader. I haven't used it in so long. Luckily, he had Wi-Fi up there, and I'm on his Wi-Fi network, and I was able to update the hardware, the little chip, the card reader. But then I found out that Square is so advanced now, you can use your phone, and they can tap their credit card on your phone with Square. And I know a lot of you guys don't like Square because they take 3%. I use Square because it works. I have no issues with Square, and I like it, and it works. When I find something I like, I kind of stick with it, and then I get narrow-minded, and I don't look at other stuff. It's weird. I'm weird like that. Like this whole Apple thing, the iPhones. Some of you guys hate them, some of you guys love them, but I love the Apple ecosystem, and I used to be on Windows when the kids were little coming up, and we did computers. I did it all on Windows, and somewhere's around probably 2012, 2013, we switched over to all the Apple stuff, and it was probably because of the iPhone, right? Got an iPhone, then we got a family iPad, and now now you're looking back, you're like, we all shared one. How the hell did we all share one iPad? Now everybody has their own. You got your phone, you got your iPad, you got your computer. So what all the work I do on my phone at the day, whether I grab the iPad at night, because I really like the iPad for recording the music, it works really well. Or I get on the laptop, whatever, everything's there and it works. And it's like tunnel vision. I'm not looking for nothing else. I got something that works. I plug it in, it works. Tyler Bulin, shout out from Minnesota. What's up, Tyler? Yeah, so I just kind of stick with what works. Does that happen to you guys? And I notice it with the tools too. So the M12 stuff, I got a ton of battery chargers. I got a ton of batteries. I got the tools. It's I just stick with what works. And I've done that with the Klein screwdrivers. I got off the Klein screwdrivers and was a cheap ass for a few years. And then guess right where you go back to? You go back to what works, what lasts. Klein nut drivers, Klein screwdrivers. Just don't even mess with the other stuff. Just get what works, right? I use my square manual entry on the phone. Always works. Yep. Yeah, the phone. You can do the card tap on your iPhone now, or probably your Android too. I don't know because I don't have Android, but yeah, card tap right on your phone. You don't need hardware. It's insane. PayPal has changed their mobile credit card software. My new card reader is on the way. Yeah, it's neat. It's good stuff. I've had customers pay me on Venmo too, and then I have some that do BillPay.com. So I just invoice them on my phone through the Bill Pay app, and then they pay it, and it goes right to my account. That one works good too. It's a little more work, but it works. I don't take too many credit cards, but it is nice to get paid ASAP, especially with a new customer. I just add the 3% to the bill and feel like they will be charging it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Klein is the best. Mike Refrigeration. Absolutely agree. Marco Ferreira. What's up, Super Dave? I just wrote my red seal test for refrigeration. I can Mac the refrigeration gig like you. Thanks for the schooling. Love my weekend classes. All right, right on, Marco. Dave, do you guys have any Arctic temp ice machines out in California? I have not seen one made by Holiday Ice. I have not seen a Arctic temp ice maker. I am seeing a ton of the Chinese branded ice makers, which in my town, Manitowoc had a huge grip. Most of the restaurants and bars in this town had Manitowoc ice makers. I love Manitowoc ice makers. I really do. I have a love-hate relationship with them, but they're good ice makers. Hoshizaki got in, and then good old your boy NorCal Dave. I started coming across customers that had old Manitowoc's, and I'd sell them a Hoshizaki. And now there's a ton of Hoshizakis in town, and I love Hoshizaki ice makers. Oh, yeah, Manitowoc's are the easiest to fix. They're easy to fix. Hoshizakis are easy to fix if you get used to them. Hoshizakis just take forever to clean. It's, I don't know, how would you say it? Cleaning Hoshizaki ice makers is its own deal. It really is. Especially when they don't have you on a regular maintenance. Like you're not coming out every 6 months, and it's more like they call you out every 2 or 3 years. It's a chore. It is. And you're going to be there a long time. Tyler Shipley, he's a super tech. Maybe we could help Tyler out. I can find the super tech rig. But ran into the made in China Hoshizaki the other day. Oh, the blue ice. Bobby, was that the blue ice? I think they're made in Korea. Yeah, Hoshizaki vat plates get nasty under hard water conditions. They sure do. And you get all the black mold that grows in there. And there was a kid at a chain restaurant, and he got tasked with like cleaning the bin and trying to make the ice maker look nice. I went out there and I told him, and I think he got it was a calcium removing product. It was one of the popular ones too. And that kid scrubbed that machine and got rid of all the crusted up black crust on there and all the scale. That dude, he did such a good job. I told him, I go, dude, you should get a career in the HVAC industry, refrigeration. I go, they're paying you beans to work at the restaurant, dude. Anybody that takes the time to clean an ice maker that good, you could just do ice makers and slay it. Kid did a really nice job. Um, I think you can get a brush for Hoshisaki's machines. Yeah, I found them at the flea market. I had a video one time years ago where I was walking around the flea market and I was like, "Hey, you guys see anything you guys want?" I was live streaming at the flea market, and I think it was myself. I wanted one. I found these brushes, big long cleaner brushes, and I got one. And I think I sent one up to Canada to 404A refrigeration, 404 refrigeration. And who else? Did I get one for somebody else? I can't remember. And we did. We got these killer cleaning brushes for the Hoshisakis at the flea market. And I even haggled the price down while we were live streaming. It's got to be on the channel somewhere. Because I know I posted that video. I think I posted it. Did I post? I don't know if those posted back in the day or not. It might be on there. It was funny. I think let's see. I work on a lot of nugget ice makers, Scotsmans, Manitowocks, and Follettes. I think Follette's the best. Follette is a good ice maker, and then we were talking earlier about the Vote ice makers, like you have at the airport. The Votes and the Follettes are great, and the Hows, the big How ice flakers. You'll find those like at the fish market. Those are great. Listen, my furnace just kicked on. That's the first time it cycled tonight. See the weather difference? I think the last time I live streamed, we were having that cold snap, and that thing was in here cycling. That's the first time it's kicked on tonight. It's 6:08. Yep, Mike Refrigeration. How is the best? Yeah, those things are built like tanks. I thought Follette just made ice bins. Now they make flakers. You'll find Follette ice, the little pellet ice machines at the hospitals. A lot of Follettes in the hospitals. And I think I got Follettes in some of the scientific buildings too. They're good commercial ice makers. Hoshisaki makes good flakers. At the day job, all our flakers are Hoshisakis. And they're good. They're good ice makers. All we work on is fish markets, micro refrigeration. I remember years ago we changed out the display cases at the fish market on the wharf here in Santa Cruz, and then we got the recall about the lights not working. And I was a young tech. It was a long time ago. God, it must have been 30 years ago. Lights aren't working. You guys just put the cases in. It was the ballasts. They didn't ship with cold weather ballasts, and that thing's sitting out on the ocean on the wharf. Our ocean here is like 52 degrees in winter, maybe 58 in summer, with the wind blowing. And yeah, it didn't have the low temperature ballasts to keep the lights on. We had to change all the ballasts in them. That was a good one. Follettes poop the ice out. That is correct, Patrick. They're little poopers, little pellets. Traded my Kleins for the H.V.A.C. The H.V.A.C are good. Somewhat curious. Those are good screwdrivers. Trading Kleins for the H.V.A.C, that's a good trade up. No problem with that whatsoever. What is a typical lifespan on a flaker gear motor? It depends. Different brands. I've got Hoshisaki flakers at the day job that are over 10 years on the same gearbox. So I'm sure they're going to puke any time now. I shouldn't have said that. Knock on wood or plastic. Knock on plastic. It's a luck of the draw too. I know on the gearboxes, how you maintain them, how they hold up. I've seen 10 plus years on the Hoshisaki gear drives. That's the ones I'm working with the most now. The H.V.A.C. Let's see what. It's not H.V.A.C, but I got a killer set of ratchet wrenches at the day job, and they're that German company, the Jokers. Who's the company that makes the Jokers? I can't think. Is H.V.A.C, not Weha, but H.V.A.C, the H.V.A.C Joker wrenches. They were expensive. Yep, Weira. That's right, Bobby. Oh, the best wrenches I've ever used. And, I'm too cheap to buy them for NorCal, dude. Because at work they buy the tools for us. At NorCal, I got Husky. I got the Husky swivel wrenches, ratchet wrenches. Oh man, I think my personals though here at the house are the Protos. I have the old, but dude, I bought those Proto wrenches and they're still holding up. You know, like for working on the car and the motorcycle. I bought those Proto wrenches in 1988. 1988 Protos, still holding up. Yeah, Mike, the Husky, actually, those Husky wrenches for what, just doing light commercial refrigeration, they're great. But yeah, I got the Weiras at work. They're super nice. If you wear the wrench part out, it has an Allen wrench that comes out, and then you could buy the new insert. So you wear out your 7/16 or your half inch. Little Allen wrench, it comes out, and you put the new insert in. Totally rebuildable. Good stuff. All right, let's wrap it up for the night so you guys can go party. And who's working tomorrow? I am. I'm gonna work tomorrow and Sunday. Did I give the lineup already? I'm gonna try and make videos too. So I got a true R290 salad reefer on the cook's line. I got to pull out tomorrow morning. It's down. It's hot. I went by there and the box was hot, and she wanted me to fix it, and I was like, "How am I gonna fix it? You guys are working. These guys are gonna kill me." And the two chef dudes were just like, "Yeah, get out of here." I was like, "Yeah, I'll see you Saturday morning at 8:30." And she was cool about it. She's like, "Yeah, come on in." Mike's working. He's got a heat exchanger change out. So I got the prep table, and then I'm gonna go do the big scrub-a-dooski, the water pump, and the bin switch on the H.V.A.C. And then Sunday we'll try and get that compressor changed out and the TXV on the H.V.A.C. IM at the bar. I need to do that, and we're gonna do that Sunday. Checking out a Scotsman remote in the morning, and then Monday after work, I gotta go give a bid for a walk-in box repair. Oh, I got another customer. I gotta ask him if I'm allowed to film my work out there. This one's gonna be really cool. They got a cargo container, Thermo King, and I think they're done with the Thermo King part of it, so they want a price from me. It's a freezer to add an evaporator coil and a condensing unit and just make it a standard unit in 86, the Thermo King part of the container unit, which we've done that in the past a bunch. It's pretty easy. Oh, Giovanni's getting double time tomorrow. Hell yeah. Refrigeration. You want to pay the bills? Be a HVAC refrigeration mechanic. There's nothing better on the planet Earth. It's been a good deal. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna get going on, and I'll try and make videos for the YouTube, and I'm gonna post them on the Rumble, because I started doing the Rumble thing too. Rumble, check out. Hopefully Hack and Mo can get on Rumble and cut loose. I think Hack and Mo could get a little looser on Rumble than YouTube. All right, you guys have a great night. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Party on, Dave, Dan Whittles. And get your super tech on. He's got the biggest set of gauges hanging in his van. At least something's big in his van, right?
Dispatch sends him on a no-heat call. He got to diagnose before he gets to the door, because he's a super tech.
Laters.
Yeah, super tech.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's a super tech.
That's good stuff.
Gets his jobs done before 4. Yeah, he's a super tech.
He is a super tech.
Never calls tech support. Yeah, he's a super tech. Gets his jobs done before 4. He's a super tech.
All right.
Never calls tech support. He's never had a callback in about 10 years. He tells the rookies while they're pounding beers, I'm the one that gets the jobs done. I'm a super tech. Don't forget it, son. He's a